What's up, friends? This is your boy Rodney. Now, before we start the show, we have a couple of Thou Art My Friends commandments. Yes, ConVo with friends have commandments over here, okay? Number one, rate and share the podcast. Yes, rate and share the podcast. This is how you help us grow. And while you're doing that, give us 5 stars. 5-star us, please. 5 stars only. Number two, donate to us, okay? Donate to us by going to our website, which is www.convowithfriendspodcast.com. This is how you help us keep growing, friends, and give you great content, okay? We are giving you great content. Go on and give us $5, $5 us, please, and more. Number 3, join the Facebook community group, which is ConVo with Friends Podcast. This way, you can join your other friends, okay? We have great conversation, and you can talk to your favorite podcaster, which is Rodney and the others. Number 4, if you cannot donate, you can subscribe to us on YouTube, which is ConVo with Friends. That's free. Hit that subscribe button and give us watch hours. And number 5, last but not least, number 5, you guys, we appreciate you here for listening to us every week, wherever you are. We love you here. And now all we want you to do is sit back and enjoy this week's episode. What's up, friends? What's up? Welcome to ConVo with Friends. We are live. We are back at the radio. Turn up. And we have a special guest. Before we start to get into all that conversation, friends, it's your boy Rodney.
Your girl Cammy.
Hey, Tanel, it's Nasha.
It's the boy LaRon.
And welcome to ConVo with Friends. Hey, friends. Welcome. We talk about everything from tabloids, political news, casual conversation, and more. And we have a special guest in the building, Miss B. Turn up, Miss B. But what's up, friends? We're going to talk about business of the week. And if you need a mortgage for your home, you know, the mortgages are low right now, hit up our girl Loans with Monica, a.k.a. Loan Officer, where she comes to work every day knowing that her success is delivered for putting customers first. Her industry-leading technology simplifies the mortgage experience, enabling her clients to enjoy an easy and faster mortgage process. So hit sis up if you got a house, you know, want to buy a house, get you some land, people. Black folks don't have nothing. Why would I own property? All y'all want to do is live in apartments and get these people $4,000 a month and get no equity out of it. So hit up good old sis Loans with Monica. Her website is www.loanswithmonica.co. And again, that's www.loanswithmonica.co. All right, you guys. So we're going to get on to good old Google News. And what's going to Google News, you guys? We have another school shooting that has happened in Texas. So allegedly what's going on right now, Timothy Skimpkins was in a fight at school. And instead of throwing hands, he threw a gun and injured 4 people. And it's just a unfortunate situation. I just want to ask you guys, did y'all guys get bullied in school? And if so, how did you handle being bullied?
No, I didn't get bullied in school. I have 6 brothers, so I was well protected.
Oh, okay. That's protection. What about you, Cammy?
You know, I had a twin sister. She stuck up for me. She's more quieter than me. We used to call her Quiet Storm. So, and I actually used to get bullied a lot in school. So she would stick up for me on the playground. You know, take the kids to the corner, do whatever.
How did you handle that as a kid? Did you ever want to feel like you wanted to kill somebody for being bullied?
Or like no, I don't think it was that bad for me. Mm-hmm. I do understand some kids do go through that, but for me, no, not really. And yeah, I don't condone bullying, but I do believe that bulliers only get older. That's for sure.
They do. They do. What about you, LaRon?
I never got bullied. I could fight. I was always the size I am now. I protected myself. No, I'm just joking. I had a sister. My sister made sure ain't nobody do nothing to me. My sister was the bully, so no bullies couldn't holler at me at all.
What about you, Nash?
I wouldn't say I was bullied, but because my birthmark was on my forehead, I was talked about a lot. So I have.
What's the difference?
I
don't understand.
I mean, I guess bully, you trying to take my lunch money, talked about. I guess that's bullied. That's a form of bully. So I think I knew how to go within myself. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, did I ever want to hurt someone? No, like hurt to kill, but yeah, fight maybe. But I learned how to basically, I have like a real hard shell to where someone can talk about me now and it just, I don't have to get back at everything someone says to me. Mm-hmm. I think that's what I grew up with. Like, people can, I could be in the tabloids, I could be, you know, and people can say whatever about me. It just really don't affect me if it's not no one that's part of my family or someone that I love, you know, because I was talked about as a child. I mean, my birthmark was in the middle of my forehead, you know. So, you know, it's kids. But now kids are meaner. Like, kids are really, really mean. Kids was mean back in the day. Kids are meaner now. So, you know, now they actually shooting at school. So,
yeah.
So I'm sorry he had to take it that far without, you know, getting a parent or a guardian or a teacher involved before it got that far. I think I would rather been a telltale than now, you know, taking someone's life. You know. For
me, I was fortunate to be one of the popular kids, but I wasn't mean to people. I really, when my friends were, well, not friends now, but in school, you know, you have your friends, you know, little popular clique. And they'd be like, why do y'all be mean to people? Like, what's the point of that? Like, you're poorer than this person and you're just hating. Like, you just cute, but like, you ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just never understood being a bully. I was never the type of person who just talked about somebody just because. But I seen it happen. Now, I do remember one day this boy, I ain't gonna say his name, we was in 9th grade, and they kept picking on him. One day, he grabbed his pencil and stabbed the young man in his neck.
Oh, wow. Some people can't handle it.
And then a lot of people was like, well, he deserved it, you know, because, and I was like, well, I don't think about stabbing their neck, but I think you should defend yourself. Like, a dude could have died, and I'm just like, well, he been getting picked on since 2nd grade. It's now 9th grade.
A lot of bullies got low self-esteem themselves, so that's the reason. That's them lashing out for attention. So
they might be going through things at home and stuff like that, but like they said, sticks and stones will break my bones, but words would never hurt. Just don't put your hands on me. You can feel what you want, you can say what you want, but just don't put your hands.
They do. That's probably about some Miss B. Words do hurt.
Words do hurt
when you care about the person that's saying them. They
Not
hurt.
necessarily.
It do over time. I think it does something to you. I agree with you, Miss B.
Because you got to think about the celebrities. Some celebrities don't like to read the comments on social media because people say really hurtful things, and you don't know them, but it can be hurtful. People say hurtful stuff about me. I mean, I don't give a damn, but you know, people say hurtful stuff about me all the time, and I just like whatever.
I feel like if I'm making millions, do I really care?
It's more stress on you.
Is it?
A lot more stress.
Yeah, you got it. We gonna get you. Cause you, they say you got the money, Miss B. They say Miss B got the money, but
that is not.
Wow. Hey.
Look, I ain't mad at sis. We gonna get in your business later on, Miss B.
B stands for bling.
B stands for boss.
I wanted to stand for billions. That's what I'm trying.
There you go.
Okay,
Come on through.
Okay.
I mean, honestly, Miss B, if you had millions, right? Billions, let's say billions. Do you really care about what somebody's saying on Instagram in the comment section?
I don't care now, but sometimes you kind of just want to say something back to hurt their feelings. Like, it's a lot of comments that I'll be like, man, whatever. But if you catch me on one of them days, I'm just want to be petty, I'm going to crush your feelings.
Cause you was on TV with WeTV and everything. So how was that? Was the comments rude to you then?
It was more the girls thinking that they was going to bully me, but that didn't work out in their favor. But people, like I said, people say mean stuff all the time because the TV is definitely edited for you to look a certain type of way, or, you know, you can't see everything that took place. I know season 2, everybody was looking at me like I was just this mean, outrageous person, but they didn't see everything that led up to me finally snapping and having 2 security guards pull me out. Like,
I see. We gonna get into it. Well, that's all I have for good old Google News. Now we're going to good old Cammy.
Yes, Cammy here with the plug. And can you guys hear me really well? Because I don't have my headsets on.
We can hear you.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to start off with National Plus Size Appreciation Day, which is being celebrated today. And so I think this is important. One, because plus sizes are very average, but it's only so much of those sizes that are available for people who are plus size. And for those who don't know, plus size ranges from sizes 10 to 14, which is an average size.
Size 10 is plus?
Yes, it is. Yes. And they actually value, or the national or plus size is valued at $9.8 billion US as of 2019. So
let me get
pretty big
fashion industry.
Right. Okay.
Go and big then, girl, what you go do.
And then also, in celebrity news, a new versus has been confirmed. Big Daddy Kane and KRSI, I should say, are set. Okay. It's set to hit the versus stage. I don't even know who's talking
because we can't hear you, sir.
What?
He said...
It's my peoples. That's me. KRS-One. I'm going to share it.
Okay. Well, he's set to hit the versus stage. They're set to hit the versus stage, and they're...
I'm sorry, Kimmy.
That's okay. But yes, Big Daddy Kane and KRS-One are set to hit the versus stage together, and they're set to deliver beats and moves and all of that. And then finally, I know we were talking about bullying, and so... I did want to talk about music artist Bia, who actually took to Twitter and the social media streets reacting to some folks who, criticized her performance at the 2021 BET Hip Hop Awards. And I'm going to read some of the comments. Okay. One young lady took to Twitter after Bia performed on the BET Hip Hop Awards stage, saying Bia needs to work on her stage presence. Another young lady, she chimed in saying artist development is so important, and this Bia performance is clear of it. This looks like an open mic night performance. Hashtag BET Awards. Okay.
Is that bullying though? When somebody say that, that's not.
I mean,
was the critique correct? If it was
I bring.
Constructive criticism,
right? And I bring that up because Bia did clap back. Bia did clap back. She said, "One thing about me, I'm always gonna stay grateful and perfect my craft. Thanks for the constructive criticism. I take it all in and come back harder next time." So that was her clap back. And then I also wanted to pivot it real quick because we all know the holidays are coming, okay? And the Postal Service just made an announcement that they're going to be hiking up prices and that they're highly encouraging people to get some of their goodies and gifts.
Wait, I do want to comment on
Bia.
Bia.
Okay, let's comment on that.
This is what I feel like with this. I feel like we just let anybody be an artist now. If you cute and got a little body surgery, you got a little thing behind you, now you consider a rapper. I think she's trash. I don't think she's that good of a rapper. I no, this is my opinion. I don't think I know a lot of good rappers out there that's better than Bia. I'm just being real. Yeah. Like, this is keep it real. Lyrically, you think Bia is good lyrically? I don't even know who Bia is. Exactly, it's my point.
She's Boston born. She's Boston born rapper from the East Coast, and she's kind of come up in the rap.
And her performance showed that she's trash.
She's well, I don't want you to say she's trash because
look, you can blame Rodney. This you don't got to blame.
Okay.
Rodney.
But here's the thing. I mean, whether you like her or not, all artists are subjective at the end of the day. But what I will say would be, just like many women, they weren't on the bill, when it came to being rappers, and so.
But I do believe in artists to development, and I think that's true. And I feel like we be too nice to be. That's the point. Media got too damn nice, and we can't gotta walk around, gotta give people on eggshell. No, you trying to give people money. People want to see you perform, period. If you can't do it, go home and go back into the Playboy book.
So what is it that you're critiquing her on? Her outfit, her makeup,
she
her
has
lyrics?
No stage presence, and her music is not that good.
You watch the show?
Yeah, and she sounds like Sweetie. Like, I love Sweetie. She's a good gimmick, but I don't think Sweetie's a good artist.
Y'all got me want to look
like,
at this
I'm not
now.
going to pay Sweetie to listen to female rap. You get what I'm saying? Like, does she make cute songs, like cute bops? I give Sweetie that. Like, Sweetie.
Can we focus on B? What's her name?
Bia.
Bia.
They're the
same.
Bia.
They're the same. They're the same lane to me, Bia and Sweetie.
I like her. She's from the East Coast. I'm from the East Coast. And, I give it to her for even coming up in the rap game. As women, she, to me, that takes a lot of courage, and it takes a lot of,
Is this the young lady that Nicki Minaj mentioned in the song?
Yeah,
was
they
that
did a song together. Yeah.
Oh, okay. See, I haven't even seen her in person.
Yeah.
I don't even know who she is, and that's the only song I know.
Exactly.
I can't even critique. But I just give a A for effort. Or,
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Just for like stepping up and being a female MC, because I know it's hard and it is about.
And she's an older woman too.
She is.
You know.
She's coming. I didn't have no idea.
Older.
She started a little late in her career.
Okay.
You know.
Like 35, 36.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I still have a chance.
No, she's a beautiful woman. I would never take
is.
that. I don't like. I could differentiate beauty from rapping, and your rapping suck. But you're beautiful.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna have to go look her up. Now, B, you got me wanting to look you up, boo.
Right. Well, you know, my thing is all publicity is good publicity.
That's
as
true.
Michael Jackson says. So be a. You know, hey, she's still making money moves to me. So I also want to round it up right here before we wrap up the plug. You know, you guys know the holiday months are coming and a lot of people are going to be delivering services. And we know last year when COVID first started, Postal Service really wasn't on their game, you know, but this year, Postal Service is hiking up the prices, okay? And they're also encouraging people to get those gifts early so that they can send them out. And so my question to you is, are you using the Postal Service? Are you using Amazon? Are you using FedEx? What are you using?
Why you not using Bloom's Transportation? But go ahead.
There you okay? Wait.
Plug that on in.
Yeah, plug. Look, we got balloons.
Right.
We don't need them no more.
Right, but
you better do that.
right. But let's talk about that once we get to the interview.
Yeah,
but,
we gonna get to Miss B. We gonna get to you, but I feel like Cash App. I don't like buying gifts because I will return your gift and not think twice about it if I don't like it.
Simon.
So I'd rather give you money. I'm just being real. I'd rather give you money
Let's
and
be
then
honest.
you go buy your own stuff and buy what you like. Instead of me wasting my time in the mall, standing in line for hours to buy you something, you be like, oh my God, I don't like it.
So next, I need to cash out you. Is that what it's
Cash
called?
out me. Yeah, that's cash out. I'll accept all cash.
Okay.
Legally.
Yeah, I'm gonna be using FedEx. I don't use Postal Service. I actually stopped using it when COVID first started. But I'm a true
Is FedEx really good?
It's pretty decent.
Is
I
it?
think so. And then I'll use Amazon, you know.
Now Amazon be on time.
Yeah. And they have
But
cute
Blue's
stuff
gonna
on
be better.
Amazon. Yeah, but like my mom, she was shopping for Christmas presents last week. So, you know.
So get it in early.
You know
Yeah.
that postal
Just
service
saying.
gonna take
If you're gonna
28 days.
I'm just trying to figure out why they hiking up the prices with a federally funded, you know.
Hey,
I
but
heard they
that's,
was
Mail-in
behind
service.
in employees.
that's the Republicans, I heard.
I heard they was behind in employees as well. They didn't have that many drivers, so I don't know if they're just paying people overtime or more money to stay out there in the field because they don't have that many employees.
How do you
They
feel,
are
Ryan?
hiring.
I ain't giving nobody nothing, so it don't matter. But I'm gonna use her logistics company and send all my stuff to my mom in Pennsylvania. I'm gonna send you some Dukes. I got you.
Man.
I'm gonna use Bloom.
There you go. What it say? Bloom. Okay, but now we are going to the run.
What's up? What's up? Today we talking about R. Kelly, man. YouTube has decided to remove R. Kelly's channels, R. Kelly TV and R. Kelly Revo, stemming from the conviction of for sex trafficking. My question to the panel is: do you think we're going too hard on R.
The
Kelly?
panel?
The people, the friends.
Thank you. I don't know. Who is the
do you think
panel?
we're going too hard on R. Kelly because when Bill Cosby got arrested, they ain't even take the Cosby Show off the TV. It was still channels playing the Cosby Show. So I'm trying to figure out.
Let me say
why
this
it's
because
super hard on Kells.
LaRon, I respect you, brother, and I look at you as a big brother, but I don't. Your statement didn't make a lot of sense to me because allegedly Bill Cosby messing with grown women. Truth is, R. Kelly was messing with children. Let's just start there, okay? One grown, not saying it's right. One was grown, and one was a child.
Let me respond.
That's nasty. I just have to say this. That's
So,
disgusting. For
You're
you to-
right. You're right. One was adults and one was children. But
Couldn't even say that
it's
right. Say it
still
again. Say children. Yes. R.
But
Kelly,
it's
children.
It's both. It's
You get
both
what I'm saying?
It's both considered rape, though.
It's wrong. No, I'm not saying
So
nothing
if it's
is
both
better.
considered rape, ain't no sin bit higher than the other one. It's both considered rape.
I guess it got. I guess it's levels for me
I
because
just think, in my personal opinion, they just going too far. I mean, I'm going to take up for the brother because at the end of the day, some of these teenage girls, they look grown and they out here acting grown. Okay, I was a teenage girl and I was 15, and I was messing with a 21-year-old, and I wouldn't dare get him locked up. I think my mom tried to when she found some shit in my room. But anyways, that's a long another story. But guys, I think they're going too far, because if you think about it, we don't stop singing the national anthem. Well, some of us do, but just because we know what America did, and we shouldn't stop. We shouldn't put the artist down. He was a very great artist, no matter what his sick side was. We don't have nothing to do with that. We was not caught up in that. So let this man be. Let his music stay online. Like, I'm gonna still bop some R. Kelly. I don't care. At the end of the day, y'all allowed this to happen, and I'm pretty sure many of the celebrities. There was also another celebrity that married one of his adopted kids. But I don't see the media shining light on him. I just feel like this is what they do to brothers. I don't never put a race card, but I feel like the media do this when you get to a certain statue and you want some of your masters, you want to own your name, and then they just throw all kinds of stuff out on you. But at the end of the day, them grown women that stayed in their house, because they wanted to be there. That's just my opinion. That's come from Nasha. Ratchet to conservative.
How do you feel, Miss B?
To be honest, like, I don't care if it's a brother or whatever it is. I feel that no adult should want to deal with someone who isn't in their age range. That's just my personal opinion.
I agree.
My daughter's 20, and even when I go out and young boys try to talk to me, they might be 25, or it's just, I can't get into that, because, like, you're a child to me. So I'm having problems with men my age. What I'm gonna do with you? So it's more like I feel like it's a manipulation thing. Sometimes even with women, they may date younger because they can manipulate the situation, the relationship. You're not mentally mature enough to know what's going on. So I feel that in that situation, even though young girls, they are hot, but that does not, as an adult or a grown man, you should be like, this is still a child. Their mind isn't mentally mature enough to be able to say this or that. Because at 16 years old, you couldn't tell me I wasn't going to get married to who I was dealing with at that time. But now, the older I am, I understand why my father was so protective and wanted certain things to go a certain way. That's just... But I love his music. I ain't gonna lie. I love his music.
You take his music away.
I love his music. So, again, I go back to, Bia. Do R. Kelly make good damn music? Hell yeah. You can't take that from that man. He is a music genius.
Yes, absolutely.
However, what he did was nasty as hell, and he would never get another play from me out my life.
But I think another thing is we get caught up on the person that we saw in the limelight and not who they actually are. Like, for instance, Mr. Cosby will never do anything like that. You know the TV person. You don't know the person behind closed doors. So it doesn't, and I love Mr. Cosby. I grew up on his show, but when you get to know a person for who they really are, like how we may love a celebrity and we find out a celebrity, beats dogs or whatever it is, you look at them totally different, because the person who the media wanted us to fall in love with is
not who he really is.
That's not who they really are.
Kimmy, how do you feel?
No comment.
You can't do no comment.
Yes, I can.
So let me close this segment.
You don't want to comment on it?
I'm going to wait until May 10th of next year. And we'll see. Only time will tell.
Well, so they shouldn't take his music down until he's proven guilty. Is that what I can say from
she's saying she wants to see how much time he gets before she
makes a comment. I want to see the full story. I want to see how this is all going to play out.
I just feel like we gotta learn how to separate the art from the person. Like,
yes, at the end of the day,
like the music is great music.
Yeah,
you can take taking this stuff down. I mean, do you think if I go onto Tidal, they ain't gonna have him on there? Or if I go to any one of streaming, I'm gonna be able to play his music. That has nothing to do with it. I feel like he did it. I feel like he definitely did it. Yeah. And he got convicted for doing it. But at the same time, he getting ready to get 17 years in jail. I'm not gonna stop listening to.
I'm not gonna stop either.
Fiesta.
Yeah.
You have to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Happy people.
We can't deny that he's not a good artist.
I'm not gonna stop listening to
him. We can't deny that.
I'm most likely gonna be bumping his album while I'm cleaning, but it's just what he did. I don't like that as a person.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, if people have spoken. All right. Well, thank you so much, LaRon, with allegedly Now we're going to go Republican. Nasha, how you doing, sis?
Hey to the now, I'm back at it again with the ratchet to conservative views. Let's get it. The other day, social media sites, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, was down for hours. This hasn't happened since 2008, and it was only down for 1 hour. So the question, many people had questions, like people was going crazy. I had people coming into my company asking me, was it our service? I'm blank, blank, blank. Okay, the giant companies claimed that it was not due to hackers and that the site was updating. They was doing some configuration. I submerged that this happened after a whistleblower blast Facebook for knowingly covering up how Facebook affects you psychologically. It enables the spread of misinformation. So the question, do we rely on social media too much?
I'm going to say this. Again, I am for the press. I am for freedom of speech. And I don't think we should hold platforms to a standard that they can't post what they want. And I'm really afraid that we're going to get to a place where we can't say anything no more. Like, it's going to be like dictatorship. Like this is what we're going towards. Like, people want to talk about, oh, we're American. No, we're not. We can't say what we want to say. And Facebook should not be held off of what people post on their stuff. Period. Like, that's okay. We should be watching the news. Because the news dictate what they want to put out, right? Let's just be fair.
In personal opinion. Yeah.
In personal opinion. So I feel like we should get away from that. But for what I heard allegedly is that Facebook getting in trouble. So they had to take their stuff down because he is going back in front of the Senate again. And he better get some fines.
Well, I surmise that, you know, I was all for the Section 230, which did not hold these social sites accountable for what other people post. However, like how she was, the whistleblower said she started work for them in 2019, and they actually hired psychologists on how to keep people addicted and going on. Now, don't get me wrong, I love me
That's
some
marketing.
That's marketing, right? Right.
Yeah, allegedly they even have hypnotists on some of the sites too.
Yeah, that keeps you wanting to come back on and stuff, allegedly. But don't get me wrong, I love me some art, because if it wasn't from Facebook, I wouldn't have never wanted to start modeling, which led me to move to Florida, which led me to being a promotional brand ambassador for many major companies. So it do take people out of, but it's like how far you take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you really, really spreading hate? What are you going on there doing? Are you promoting your business? Because just think about if social media goes away, people have made millions on social media, guys. People have made a name for themselves like they probably wouldn't have been able to made in their little small country town. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all for keeping these platforms around. But should they be a little more protective over bullying and, you know, like, tell me more.
So just to rewind, you said that Instagram was down?
Mm-hmm. Facebook.
Yeah.
Instagram was down too.
Facebook.
You get it off the grid,
Snapchat.
don't you?
And Snapchat.
Look, you
Yeah.
get it off the grid.
So you ain't get them DMs?
That was you.
Yes.
My bad.
I said some good stuff in that joint. I put all the Casanova joints out. I was like, damn, she ain't feeling this. I ain't getting this.
It was a hell no list.
There wasn't no hell no on this conversation I got going on. He was just a professional hater.
He Simon. He Simon his past life.
Now, all jokes aside, that happened to me. My Instagram was going crazy. I couldn't see nothing. I was trying to refresh it. It wouldn't go over.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, I just think it shows how dependent we are on these different social media sites.
That's true.
You know,
That's true.
I kind of enter on social media by whenever I contact somebody on social media, I'm always collecting like their phone numbers, their emails, you know, because I have always been scared that, you know, one day it may shut down, and what if you made a good connection on social media, and what if it's not here? You know, it's here today, gone tomorrow. So that's kind of how I approach it. When Instagram went down, I was like, okay, you know.
And so you're someone that actually does business offline.
Oh,
so
yeah.
it didn't
I get
affect
jobs on
you.
Instagram.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay.
But
so how would that affect us in the future? Like,
I think it's teaching us a lesson to own our own thing. It's kind of like owning your own real estate online. Whether that's your own website or rather it's your own app, for example. If you had owned your own app, think of how many people, if you collected all of their, data, think of how many people and how much power you will have towards those people just by having your own app or your own website and not being dependent on a social media app.
He lost $8 billion.
And it's currently 30 billion people on his, so he's like God. He's got more power than the president. I
wouldn't say like God, but
he got more power than the president.
Did it affect your business at all?
Well, it didn't affect my business because I'm more hands-on with like my clients. So even if they were to follow me on Instagram, I have a mailing list. I have telephone numbers.
Data.
So I have different ways of still contacting and being in contact with my clients. But I do feel that a lot of people are dependent on social media. I know people who wake up before they brush their teeth and the first thing they do is get on Instagram.
They scrolling.
That's the first thing that they are very addicted to it. Now for people who utilize it for business or growing a brand, it's very good. But social media has made people so dependent that when you go out, it's weird because you saying, hey, how you doing? Like, I ain't friendly because everybody's so used to being on the phone. You see a guy and a girl on a date, everybody in their phone.
That's sad. That's a whole
That's just
whole
what
topic.
it is.
So would you suggest that building your business offline and then just using that as, just to interact with your customers, but your business is mainly offline?
I think you should utilize both because you have to be able to market yourself however the way the world is starting to transition. So put in footwork, but also you have up and coming people who may not like to be, out in social settings. You might meet them through social media. That's the way that you can connect with them that way. So you just have to be able to know how to maneuver however the platforms are going.
I'm still trying to catch on to social media. And with my business, I make more sales offline. So it's like, it didn't bother me none, but I'm thinking like all those people that actually rely, like all those clothing boutiques that really rely on their social media sites, because I make more sales offline. Like, it's a personal care line, so you would probably rather see my face and me explaining these body washes to you.
But since we gotta.
So with that being said, I think that's it for me, guys. But yeah,
no, you're coming back with the letter.
I don't know. Yeah. So with that being said, guys, hey, there's got to be other ways. We got to move with the times.
All right. But now we're one second way before we talk to Miss B. And now we're going to Whack Ass of the Day. And Whack Ass of the Day goes to student loans. So let me tell you what's going on. So back 10 years ago, the school system, the federal system said, financial aid said that if you go be a teacher, that they will, no, not a nurse, a teacher, they will erase your student loan debt. Fast forward, they haven't done that for anybody. So you make the people go to school and be with these badass kids because these kids are bad, okay? and then they're just like not forgiving your loan. And they say they turned down over 80% of people who applied for that loan forgiveness. And now moving forward, they said they're going to get rid of 22,000 borrowers and it's going to erase $1.7 billion. But what about people who went to college? And I voted for Joe Biden because of that student loan debt.
That's your fault.
Oh,
go Miss B.
Okay, that's a good segment in to get to Miss B.
Successful business owner.
We are now getting to Miss B.
A triple threat.
Y'all heard her talk in the background. There you
she's
go.
A business owner.
There you go.
BBB.
So now we are going to talk to Miss B. Damn,
what do the B stands for?
Loan, billions, boss.
There you go,
baby.
You know what, Miss B? Let's get into Miss B. So Miss B, she became a teen mom at 16 after overcoming homelessness, exotic dancing, domestic violence, and much more. She has changed her life around and is teaching young women of color to do the same. She is dominating an industry ran by men, the trucking industry. Will everyone welcome Miss B? So Miss B, go. So we get out your business out, Miss B. So Miss B.
Yeah.
Miss B, So, the exotic dancing.
Straight to it, Roddy.
But you know, you got.
No, with me, just go straight out like.
Yeah, I mean, cause we gonna talk about everything.
You with your friends, and we
friends.
No judgment zone.
And I want people to, like, you have a story. I think I love your story actually. So, why exotic dancing? And you had a child of 16. Do you think that was appropriate for your daughter?
So, my daughter, yes, I had her when I was 16 years old, but I'm the type of person, I'm not going to depend on nobody. So the way that I was introduced into the club life, I'm from Miami, Florida. Down there is nothing but hustlers, dope boys, scammers. That's the way of living. That's just how it
City
is.
girls.
Period. So when I was introduced to dancing, it was like, damn, I can make this kind of money in one night. It just is what it is. My daughter, she too young to know what's going on. Now it's popular to be a dancer. When I was dancing, you didn't tell nobody.
How much money like, is it really, really good money in stripping for real? Or being exotic dancer, let me say that.
Did you not see my birthday party videos?
No.
I made $27,000 in one night.
Wow.
That was a light
That's
night.
saying something.
Yes.
27,000.
Yes.
Some people don't even make that in a year.
Hold my leg up, Nasha.
I have some homegirls who make $40,000. It just depends on, like, you know who you are. Your brand is everything. Girls in New York make crazy money.
Wow.
And they be
27,000 in one night.
Go on my highlights, you'll see.
Wow.
I need my body done. Fuck this. My day job.
And then this is now. Back in the day, we made way more money. I used to dance BMF them days. When they used to shut Blue Flame down when y'all thought it was closed, but they was really open and there was a thunderstorm in there. So when I used to dance, it's totally different from now. I can't deal with the camera phones and all of that. Nobody wanted to be seen back in my time when we was dancing.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
So it was more integrity in it, like.
Baby, listen, I was all that.
Well, let's moving forward. I'm so glad you was able to change your life, and it seemed like you flipped things around. God would do it. God would do it, but the hustle still goes.
Correct.
Like, you know, when you done hustle off the grid, you know how to hustle in business, and that was a prime example. So, what type of freight do you haul at Bloom Logistics?
Everything. We do dry freight and we do refrigerated. So it can be canned goods, clothes, hemp, which people, you know, like marijuana, things like that. What else we do? Everything.
Okay.
Everything that's in this room we haul.
Okay,
wow,
amazing.
So how did you get into that? That's interesting. Cause it's a man.
Was you ever a driver?
Question,
that was my next one.
What happened was, so a little background. Even though I was a teen mom, even though I was a teen mom, I graduated college. I have my master's degree.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I see you used to be a certified nurse.
No. I was a business operations, finance, and accounting.
Okay.
I had my associates in nursing, but that wasn't enough money even back then.
Okay, because that was back in 2012. I saw
that was way long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I started working at the hospital. I got laid off twice because of COVID. I always wanted to purchase a truck, but I never knew the industry. So when they laid me off the last time, I was like, look, I'm never working for nobody else again. That's when I started my dispatching business. It was COVID time. I was hitting truck stops. I was going everywhere to recruit drivers. And the hustle that I learned from dancing or, you know, just being in the street life, I just implemented that into the trucking industry. I started my freight brokerage. I saved up enough money and I purchased me a truck. And I just kept it rolling from there. Like, every time somebody would tell me, no, you can't do this, or you're a girl, you couldn't do that, it just made me want to do it even more. Like, even my dad, when I told him, I was like, Dad, I'm going to buy a truck. Yo, girl, you don't need to do it. You too pretty. What you going to be doing? I was like, okay, I'm going to show you. So, last name is Bloom. I named it Bloom's Transportation, Bloom's Logistics. Now, my dad and my brothers all want to invest in the company that they told me was a male-dominated industry, and I couldn't do it.
How did you hire your first driver?
How did I find? Okay, so me and this girl named Jay Rich, we're friends on Instagram. We met through Instagram, and I was like, I need a driver. She was like, I got you one. And then ever since then, it's just been referral after referral after referral. And then you have to understand when you hashtag, that brings other people to you. So whenever I say now hiring or looking for a driver, my emails are flooded with people inquiring on driver jobs.
How many trucks you own now?
I own 2 trucks, but I dispatch for 27 trucks. So it's not just me. I have a team. I have employees. I have a whole back office team. I really don't do anything except for making sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing now. So I everything that I learned from dispatching, all of my employees took my training class. That's the only people I hired to my company, anyone who took my training. I trained them. Each dispatcher has at least 5 trucks to themselves. So that's how you keep your money coming in.
Wow, you could be like the next big U.S. Foods.
I keep telling people we're gonna be the Chick-fil-A of trucking.
Chick-fil-A of trucking.
There you go. So you got good customer. How important is customer service in the trucking industry?
Customer service to me in any industry is very important. If you have bad customer service, I will never come to you again. So with my drivers and my dispatchers, we have rules. We don't argue with the shippers. We don't argue with the lumper people coming out. If someone's taking so long, okay, get their name and their number. Find out their position. I'll contact them. I'll go to corporate, because once you start, especially me being an African American woman, we got big purple trucks pulling up to these docks. They already looking for a reason to cut our contracts, cut our money. We're not going to do the argument back and forth. If you talk to someone and they're giving you a hard time, you give it to me, and I'm going to contact the person over them, and we'll get it situated that way. You don't ever want to mess up your brand. Once you mess up your brand, people start talking about your brand, don't do business with them, that's a wrap. So we don't do no arguing. We let you won. For now. You won.
Kim, I know you wanted to say what you want to ask her.
No, I was just going to say, because I saw you you had your certified nursing assistants certification back in 2012. Do you find that you were able to use some of those skills like now as a business? Because I see you own a multitude of businesses.
No, mostly I would say my business and finance and accounting helped me more than any other certificates or licenses that I ever had, because I worked more in the business office more years than any other field that I've ever worked in. I've been in the hospital since I was 15 years old. So I worked in medical record, every department that you can think of except for the cafeteria, I have worked. I always thought I was too cute to work in the cafeteria. But I've worked in every department. So every department that I ever worked in, I utilized those skills into the trucking industry, and I'm not even going to say I'm the best there is. I'm still learning. I have mentors. I have people I talk to, hey, this is how I want to do it, but is this the way that I should do it? They've been in the game longer than me. I'd rather ask before I make a mistake that can cost me my company. Like I'm never too big to say, hey, I need help with something.
I like how you just, according to how life say, you had all these adversities against you and you turn them into something beautiful. Like getting pregnant, you used to be an exotic dancer, and now you're this businesswoman. Like now you blooms. Like you Miss Blooms, you Miss B. Miss B stand for billion. So there was a reason why I asked you that question. I wasn't being shady. I wanted to show people that you can have a past. It's okay to have a past. What are you doing for your future? Mm-hmm. I think it's admirable that your future reflects your past and it makes you better. Like now your daughter's like, you know what? My mom probably did this, but she got money.
Mm-hmm. But no, let me tell you, that's why I said now everything is so popular now. Everybody talks about, your mama Miss Dime. I know. She be like, bruh, Mom, I go to the club, the first thing they say is, you Dime daughter, I'ma tell Dime. So it's not like people even frown upon it now. The older generation may do, but the younger generation, people brag about their mom being dancers or whatever it is. And to people who like, oh, I may have a past, listen, the people in corporate America, they have a past too. Mm-hmm. You just don't know.
Right, right.
And I tell people all the time, me working in the hospital, I've seen more women sleep with married men than these dancers who everybody say, oh, you're a dancer, you this and that. You have nurses sleeping with a doctor and the nurse and the wife fighting in the parking lot. I've seen it all.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
Oh.
So what advice would you give a young lady that's trying to, maneuver into this entrepreneurship, any entrepreneurship that she's trying to get into? Like, what advice would you give her as far as chasing her dream and not letting anyone tell her different?
I would definitely tell her to find a mentor. I feel like a lot of African American people, we're not taught to have mentors. We're not taught to show your weakness, but asking for a mentor or, guidance isn't a weakness. Find someone, whatever field that you're in, go ahead. Hey, listen, this is what I want to do. Do not try to be like whoever you see on Instagram. You can utilize them as an inspiration, but do not feel that, oh, well, I'm 21. Why don't I have X, Y, and Z? All of these other people. Yeah, all these. You don't know what that person did to get that.
Right.
So do not compare yourself to what anybody else is doing on Instagram. They may look like they living a good life, but at home getting beat up or, you know, whatever the situation may be. Just focus on you. Use whatever they have going on as motivation. Do a lot of Googling, YouTubing, and networking, and you will be very successful.
I got one final question before we go into the letter segment. How is it dating being this boss B, Miss Dime, Miss B?
What is the question? Suck it and leave. What is the question?
I'm just saying, if you got your own money, you're like, suck it and leave.
I mean,
Lord,
to be honest, even though I'm not dancing no more, I do feel that I have an attraction to street guys. I'm 100% honest. I know it's not a good thing, but it just seemed like every man that I attract is either a dope boy, a scammer, an ex-dope boy.
She's not a scammer.
I'm being honest, or an athlete.
Stay away from
but you know, it could be because, you know, like, it's a body type. Like, I'm looking for their swag. They looking, okay, she got the body type, this, that, and the other. And then when they date me, they're like, damn, she got her own. She just not this Instagram model type chick. But then I instantly start to get annoyed with them when I see they don't have goals and aspirations. So now here it is. I'm trying to mold this street dude to be an entrepreneur, whatever it is.
Right.
But I am dating.
Are you using dating apps or are you meeting people organically?
No, I have one boyfriend. That's it.
Okay.
I'm not dating nobody.
There you go. There you have it. But now we're going to get into the letter segment real quick. Well, we are now coming to the letter segment. That's read by Nasha.
The letter. Friends, I need some serious help. I just recently found out my fiance had sex with a stripper from his bachelor party. I am devastated. I don't know if I should call it off or should I just let it go since we are getting married in 2 weeks. I'm so confused and hurt. What should I do?
That is a good question, friend. I'm gonna let Cammy go first. Cammy go first, and what would you tell our friend to do?
Leave them. That's what I would do. I'm a nonsense type of person, so if you do something like that.
Really?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't date somebody like that, I'm going to be honest. But we're giving advice to our friend here.
He was getting his last one in because he about to be faithful for the next forever.
Yeah, no. I'm a nonsense type of person. I would leave. I don't care. You know, if you don't, to me, I'm not in her shoes, but from the outside looking in, if I was her friend, I would tell her, you need to reconsider. I'm a very upfront person.
Well, we are friends.
You know, so that's what I would do. That's what my friends would tell me. And I would tell my friends the same. You know, it might not be what you want to hear, but we going to have to reconsider this, you know. And that says a lot about him as a man, you know. So no.
All right, Miss B. Well, how do you feel?
I'm a little different. I don't feel like just because a man cheats, he don't love you or he wants to go off and run and be with another woman. But like I said, I have a lot of brothers. Men sometimes just have sex. What rated show this?
Score. Yeah.
Well, we just can't say the P word and the N word.
Okay, good. Sometimes you want to get a little dick wet. You feel me? So it don't really be because he don't love you, and then it's like, okay, you gonna leave him because he cheated and go be with another nigga who gonna cheat on another guy.
He still got
another guy who gonna cheat on you. So sometimes you just gotta weigh your pros and your pros and your cons. It's not. And stop letting your friends dictate your relationship. Half of them be miserable anyway. And if they had a chance to be with your man, they gonna be with your man. I ain't leaving my man if he cheat. But I ain't saying I'm giving you no pass neither.
That's so, LeBron, how do you feel?
So I feel like she should have knew her dude. Like, you got to know the type of man you got. When I got married, I ain't have a bachelor party. I didn't even want one. But if you tell me, if I would have went to my lady and was like, could I have a bachelor party? And she was like, sure, go ahead and have one. I would have thought, you know, you can get a little crazy on your last night. I probably wouldn't have knocked nothing off, but it can get crazy. It's the
What's
last
crazy?
night.
Like, I don't get it.
You can get some karaoke in that joint.
Oh, okay.
1 2 1 2.
It can get crazy. But she should have just vetted her man. Like, she should have known what type of dude she had. Like, I would never. I think he went too far, though. If he got some yams, he went too far.
I'm going to say this.
You would say that? Just say yams?
Yeah.
That's what he call it, yams.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. He went too far with the yams. He wasn't supposed to bust her down. He could have got some dome. His lady would have understood that.
It's the same.
It's the same.
It's the yams for me. I'm sorry. Even though yams is one of my favorite Thanksgiving foods, so you got me thinking.
No, it's not.
Kevin said the yams for me.
Sweet potatoes,
some plums.
Because in a woman mind, cheating
plums.
is cheating. Like, it's cheating and cheating. Now, if he slept with her, kept her number, start dating her, then a woman would, you know, like, oh, you love her. But dudes hit and you never talk to them again. Girls do it too.
I'm about to say that. That's
So
how I am. Miss B.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because
You
I
can
just
get some
feel
head
like
and leave.
I feel like this. Your bachelor night, your bachelorette night, I'm gonna say for both people, is for you to have fun. And I feel like that fun should stay between who's in that room. Mm-hmm. Moving forward from that night, you had your little one night. I feel like that's your past night. That's how I feel. That's how I truly feel. That's your past night. Get it out. If you gotta
the last hurrah,
have sex with how many people to make you feel good, do it. Don't let me find out and don't let it get out. Then I'm good. Because once we walk down this aisle, we together.
Right.
It ain't no good doing that unless we both agree to that.
Now, so how did she find out?
her friend told her, right?
Yeah.
So,
she didn't say.
Her friend was at the party.
A dude. It must have been
A dude
Yeah,
snitched.
they didn't say. Maybe he confessed because she said, "I recently found out that my fiance had sex." He may have confessed. It sounds like this fiance.
I don't think he told.
Why would the dude? Yeah, your friend. That's bro code.
That's
man.
why I be telling people you have to, when you go on these trips and you do stuff, do not think
What
everybody
happens
do
in
your
Vegas?
dirt by yourself.
Stay in
your
Vegas.
homies be sliding your girl DM, telling the tale, and your homies
Trying to get with your girl.
Trying to get with your girl. So you gotta, if you gonna do your dirt by yourself.
I really feel that many men feel that sex is a sport, so they don't have any feelings behind it. When us girls, we get a little emotional when we only really give. In other words, girls only give guys sex they really like, but guys can have sex. Guys can, girl, I'm speaking from the females. Like, I know genuinely, if I like a guy, I would let him in me. I would let him bang me up. I would let him beat on me, in a sexual way.
But you said that
But guys will have sex with someone they don't really like.
That's true.
But just
not even attracted to.
but because, you know what I'm saying, it's a score. It's almost like a score. So me personally, I wouldn't call the marriage off. Because like Rodney said, and like Miss B said, like, let him soar his royal oaks so it doesn't happen again, unless you agree. But
yeah, we need to get friend on the phone. We need some clarity.
Yes. How did you find out, friend? But no, it's not enough to call your marriage off. That one night with a stripper was not enough to you might have to do some things in the future to help tame this appetite he got. He sound like he got a big appetite, friend. So I don't know if you're ready to take on these responsibilities. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm just saying.
That's why I said I'm different, because I want an open marriage. So that's why I really don't know how to.
Thank you, Miss B.
Oh, Miss B.
Who actually think a man is about to be with you forever and never cheat or never look at another woman? Like, I think people would be out of their mind.
I think that's crazy.
This is so.
I think I would be
so much
asking
fun.
for too much. I think I would be. I'm a daddy's girl. I grew up with my dad.
Me too.
And I think I would be probably asking for too much for a man to just be mine forever.
I don't want that.
You know what I'm saying? Just like, So with that being said, friend, I hope we was able to give you some solid advice so you can make a sound decision. We're not here to break up no happy homes, but hey,
I want some followers from these friends because it's been some interesting stories these last couple of shows.
Yeah, so with that being, we gave, it was kind of even in the room. I hope, you just don't break up with your boo.
Best of luck,
This is your
friend.
love. Your best of luck.
Best of luck.
Especially if you live in Atlanta, girl, you better stick with them.
So, friend, I hope we was able to assist you. Hey, friends. If there's any other friends that's out there that have any issues or they need advice, this is a safe haven. This is a safe haven where you can reach out to your friends at ConVo with Friends with an S podcast at gmail.com. That's ConVo with Friends with an S podcast at gmail.com. Write to us, friends. We're going to read your letter anonymously.
All right. Well, before we go, friends, Miss B, where can they follow you? Where can they book you? Where can they find you?
Okay, so all of my social media platforms, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, is Blooms with an S, Transportation, Blooms Logistics, and Miss Dime 1, that's MSDIME, the number 1, Blooms, BLOOMS, Logistics, and Blooms Transportation. Don't slide in my DM unless you got some money.
Miss B, I like you. You're my type of girl.
Hustle.
Unless you got some money.
Real
Well, friends, this is the end of the show. Well, friends, this is Rodney.
This is Cammie.
It's LaRon.
Bye for now. It's Nasha.
See you guys next week. Hi guys, this is your boy Yet checking in. If you are enjoying our content, can you please follow us on IG and Facebook at ConVo with Friends, and it's FRIENDZ.